Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to our live. We are live. We're on Monday through Thursday, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. And so it's a way to talk Luminess, see it being done. I am Heather, and we bring it to you every day, Monday through Thursday. So we are going to talk about coverage today because I need some coverage. So we're going to be talking about that. And let me get my, I forgot to get my YouTube so I could see that as well. All right, here we go. Okay, so we always like to talk. We are live. Hello, Betty. Good to see you. Good morning, Maria from San Francisco. Wow. How's the weather in San Francisco? Good morning, Veronica. All right, so we are going to talk coverage and what I need to cover. I'll show y'all in just a minute. But we always talk about the beginning, the basics, the getting started, what you get in your kit. So let's look at that quickly. Hello, Jeannie. Let's go right here. This is one of our kits. This is the Icon. We also have the Icon Pro and the Legend. And of course, we have the Breeze. And the Breeze is our newest one. It is amazing because it is, it's cordless and chargeable, but you only want to charge it once a week. Don't plugged in, just charge it that day and then don't have to charge it the rest of the week. And then it does come with makeup. So it comes with everything you see here. And you may get, like an option to buy other things or maybe gift with purchase, but it is going to come with the 2 bottles of foundation, Love and Blush, and we'll go over how to apply those. And then this is how we want you to get started. When you're getting started, we want you to hold your Breeze or hold your stylus 4 finger widths away from your face and keep the Breeze or keep your stylus moving. Not going to go like this or like this. But just keep it going, and then you want to barely pull back on this trigger. Barely. I stress that all the time, but it's barely. All right, let's see. Oh, man, everybody's talking this morning. Hey, Pam, good morning. Hello, Lindy. Oh, Betty, I love that. Betty's like, I'm thinking about ordering a kit, but she's very nervous, and she's not good at makeup at all. Well, Betty, let me tell you, this is easy. Now, there is a learning curve. I'm going to be flat out honest with that. Because if you've done any kind of makeup, you're used to seeing that opaqueness. You're used to seeing it go on. And then with Airbrush, you're doing it so light that you kind of question whether or not it's even going on. But the fact that you're watching the lives, and then if you look in the description, we offer classes as well. And I teach them on Mondays and Wednesdays at noon. So you could always sign up for one of those before or after you order it or when you get it. So, and there's no limit to how many classes that you can sign up for and ask your questions. But you can always ask questions here as well. And everybody experiences that. Yes, Marilyn's like, you're not alone. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning, Lori. How are you? Hello. Oh, thank you. Yesterday was, for some reason, they decided another day. So, yeah, okay. She has another day off. So there you go. So yeah, anybody can sign up for the classes. I do go in detail of applying it and like little 10 tricks that you can do to understand it. Good morning, Carl. So you can definitely sign up for that. You possibly. How do you keep it out of your hair? Well, you'll understand it's very precise. When you turn this on and you're holding it the 4 finger widths away, you feel air here to here. Good morning, Zandra. Hello, Jeannie on YouTube now. Hello, Amber. So you're feeling it here to here. So it is very precise. And so it doesn't get in your hair. So like if this was the real world, and I mean, I would be in my bathroom, headband on, and boop, 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 boop. But every time I do these, my hair is down and it doesn't get into my hair. My eyebrows are already done and it doesn't even get into my eyebrows. Very precise. You'll understand how it works, and I'll give you some tips on that as well. Okay, so let's talk coverage. As you can tell, I'm getting a little darker. I've been using our tanning tonic. But this weekend, I was picking up some things, and I bent down, picked them up, and then my dog was right there, my new, my 1-year-old golden 60 pounds, and he went boop, and look at my nice little, oh wait, it's on this side. My nice little bruise. And I was like, yep. Oop, I thought I went out for a second. I was like, yep, that's going to leave a mark. Pretty sure it is. And it did. So I have a nice little bruise. It's not. Cover that. All right. And then, of course, I have, and because I use the tanning tonic, it grabs the pigment. And so you see some sunspots. So first, I am going to use our Velvet Veil. I love the Velvet Veil. Velvet Veil it's a blur. You can put on a moisturizer primer. You can put on your own moisturizer, and then you're going to put this on, okay? So now, and I'm not using dropper. I'm just putting my fingers around it, and that is how I put it on. Put too much on. So, and I'm just tapping that into place. And what that's going to do is and pores and all of that. And so it really does smooth things out, but you will airbrush over that, because once it dries, hey Andrea, good to see you. Once it dries, it's smooth. It feels like it work. So as far as coverage goes, it does help with redness. I didn't expect it to help with redness, but it does help with rid of those sunspots. So I can use something for coverage on that. But it will do some blurring of the redness. So there's different things that there's products that we have different products, but they kind of do the same thing. They are great at coverage. Eraser will give you coverage. Now, in the beginning, you need to make sure that you do not pull back. In one, and it's super light. And so if you spray too hard, it's going to look white on your face. So you need to be careful. You can mix a drop of your foundation, and that will help kind of make it more, a little bit easier to apply. Let's see, is there a way I can come back and watch this? Yeah, I hope it keeps like I go away and then I come back. So maybe we'll speed through it, but yeah, you should, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. So hopefully it won't on the replay. But if you go on Facebook under videos, there's a ton. I'm like, do I have, it shows I have full internet? I don't know. I'll have IT look at it. So maybe we start. I'm going to go for, if I can find it, my pre-coverage is, are you pre-coverage? I don't know. But the one thing I wanted to show you guys is you can use foundation. So if you don't have a pre-cover, I don't have the CC concealer, I don't have the Prism color correctors. If you don't have it, it's okay, because you can use foundation. All right, so let's just do that. I'm going to use the Rose Shade 2, which is lighter than I normally would use. Let me get my, and I'm going to get out my shade 3. So, shaking it up. Just using my 2. Turning it on. And now I'm going to go down my nose a little bit, under my eyes. Okay. Now, this is already dry, guys. Okay. So it goes on super light. It should dry instantly. If it's not, if it feels wet or sticky, then chances are you're pulling back too hard on the trigger. So now, looking at my lovely eye, I want to go in and cover that. I'm not going to sit there and go, cover it like that. I'm going to go very light. Notice how I'm moving. Now I'll go over here, cover this lid a little bit, maybe even focus on those problem areas, those sunspots, and see how it's starting to cover. Now, truth be told, I'm going to put eyeshadow on, so you're not really going to see it anyway, but it's almost a little bit too heavy right there. So if I needed to, I could take like a sponge, a blotter, or just tap it out with your hands. Hello, Rebecca. How are you? So I just tapped it out just a little bit. Did I tap the wrong eye? I don't know what it is. It doesn't hurt, obviously. And I'm just going to finish that out. And now blow the rest of that 2 out that I don't need. And now, shaking up my 3, I'm going in. Oh, I forgot that, huh? Let me do a cut crease when this isn't like that. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Let me write it down. Because I want to know, I need to figure out why this is going in and out. Which I use when the temperature is over 100 and sweating in Phoenix, Arizona. So yeah, yours is a dry heat. That's hard. So what you can do, Veronica, is one, make sure you're are airbrushing the correct way, because it doesn't matter the temperature. It's going to stay on as long as you're airbrushing correctly. But one thing I would get is our final seal. I like the spray and not just the airbrush one. I like the can, but you can use that. That will make you waterproof. And so that could be something you use just in the summer. I use it for special occasions in the summer because I'm in Houston and we have the humidity at 100. And so, but definitely get the final seal. All right, so now I have the airbrush. Now I'm pointing it at my face and I'm going to make a complete pass. Lightly pulling down on the trigger, not hurrying. Going around and around. There's overlap, but you're never in one spot twice. And if you really just sit there and feel the air, you can tell where the makeup's going. So wherever you feel the air, that is where the makeup's going. And I'm going to do a little bit over here. On my forehead. And then you see how everything's starting to even out. And you see my little bruise going away. All right. So there we go. Okay. So coverage can happen different ways. It can happen when you spot cover. But when you spot cover, you want to make sure you're doing it in light passes. Again, don't sit there and go cover, 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 cover. No, give it a break. Cover, give it a break. Cover, give it a break. Whatever that is. So like even the sunspots, I'm going in. Bye, Amy. So something must be going on. I don't, because YouTube's having an issue too. I'm going to have IT check it. So make sure that, I don't know what's going on. All right. So now let's grab my Nude Notte. And I'm grabbing a flat eyeshadow brush and my blending brush. And I'm going to go in with a kind of a medium brown, I guess. And I'm going to do this just on my crease. Now, when I'm blending, I never pick up my brush. I'm just blending back and forth, back and forth. And the very first spot you want to put the brush is on the outside, like right here. And then you'll blend that in. You don't have to press hard. You just, like a little windshield wiper, boop, boop, boop. Go back and forth, back and forth. I hope the replay is okay if we replay it and it's not going to do that craziness. All right, so I'm blending that so I don't have any harsh edges. And then I'm going to go in, let's say, let's just keep it in the browns. I'll do this little brown shimmer right on the lid. And notice that I'm just tapping it into place. Oh, it has gotten better, but for some reason now YouTube is acting up. Switches back and forth. So go in a little bit more with that. Okay, so that has a little bit of shimmer on the lid. And then I have that in my crease. Now I can even go back and pop it up even more by using the dark brown right on the outside, but I'm not going to go all the way over. I'm just going to do a little V shape right here, not picking up my brush, but just adding a little more pop to the eye right there. And then if you have hooded eyes, which we get a lot of comments about that, with the hooded eye, just make sure you're blending up. Don't get stuck underneath the hood. Keep going. So you can go all the way. So you're able to see the eye. Now I'll go back in. Let's do it a little bit. I don't know. I always think I want it maybe thinner, but I think I like it thicker. But I'm going to go in with a dark brown. And do not as dark as I am here, but one step up. And I'm going to do that underneath. And I love lining with eyeshadow because you don't have the pull underneath the eye. So we're still being gentle to under that eye area, which we need to take care of that under eye area. All right, so eyes are done. I'm just going to take a powder brush real quick and swipe real quick just to make sure I have no fallout underneath there. And then I can take my cut one. Did that go out? Now, I am going to contour, and I know a lot of people are nervous about contour, but guys, what I just did with applying the foundation and covering all the imperfections, it makes you flat. So what contour does is adding shape back to your face. Now, you don't have to do it real severe, but you can do it super light. And I'm going to use our Cut 1 palette. I use all of the colors, and I'll just do it real light just to show you. Under here, for sure, under here. So that's just a little bit, not too much. And now I'm going to go in with all the Cut 1 palettes have a little bit of a shimmer, and this one is right here. And I'm going to add a little bit of oh, got a brush hair right there. All right. Let's see which one. And this, I'm doing Airbrush blush. So this is the Soft Rose blush. And but I probably won't do all the drops because I'm going to want it lighter. Normally, you'll see me, but you, of course, can do it after airbrushing the foundation on. Okay, so now, super light. And I'm going to get it to where it's almost perfect. And the reason for that is our a bit. So that way, if I get it, since it's going to come up a bit, I get it to where I almost love it, and then I'm going to stop because then it will come up, and then it'll be perfecto. Perfect. You know, I reach for my Dusty Rose, but I think I will do the Vinyl Slick, and I'm going to do the Ballet Pink. So not too all like monochromatic brown. And I love that because it has such an amazing shine on it. It's very, you don't have to use a lot, and I don't even have to use a liner with it. It will, and because you can even take the chromatic and vinyl slide off. Chromatics are lip stains, so that shouldn't happen. The vinyl slick liquid lipsticks, if you pound anything that's not a stain, if you what you're doing is pounding the color in, and so and then even putting a lip liner underneath it will also help it stay on longer. And line right at that edge. And so it almost all right, so now all I have to do is do my mascara, and then I am done. Oh, makes such a difference. I mean, look at that. Makes such a difference. Opens up the eyes. underneath. Put on a couple more pads of the mascara to make my lashes really stand out. And I'll be done for the day. I'll be good as gold. I hope you guys have a wonderful day today. Yes, Melissa, check out those videos. Also, guys, if you need to, sign up for a class. We go over the beginnings. We go over, oh, yay! We go over the beginnings. We go over little tips and tricks. You can ask questions. There's small group classes. So there's enough time to talk to everybody and see what problems, questions, situations you're having, and we address those. And so they're really helpful, I would have to say. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you back tomorrow.